Good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to this October 13th, as it's a Tuesday, and Newswatch getting ready for you with all the goings on of the day and some food for thought as we just make our way through. And we've got a lot of interesting segments, so make sure you tune in. The train is on the tracks, and Newswatch, why, it's straight ahead for you.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Good morning, Newcastle, and what a pleasant morning it is. A little rainy and wet as you're stepping outside, and if you're wondering and so inclined, 55 degrees, yes, double nickels on the thermometer, and a little rainy and wet, probably about 3:15 this morning. It kind of cut loose, and it's been misting, showering, stopping, and all that fun stuff. So we're going to get to Lawrence County 45 weather after we cover some traffic and some of the news. We've gotten to a point where the news is now becoming humorous, and I'm going to go over that with you as we share what's going on. And folks, you can't make this stuff up. The fake news is probably doing everything in their power to cover it up. But things are starting to unravel here, folks. And, when our illustrious governor of Philadelphia gets on TV and starts telling them, please, please, pretty please, go vote, please, please, please. You know something's up. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the highways and byways first. And as we get to that, and I'm waiting for my monitor to do the good old change-o, switch-o, if you would, as today, when it gets like this, do you tend to want to sleep in and maybe not get out of bed and just like relax, roll over? Well, if you're doing that, I got up for you. So you could just kind of prop up your little phone, TV, whatever you're watching us on here at Nctv45 and take heart. Snuggle in and let's get to, that traffic. Come on, monitor. And there we go. All done. So, 168, traffic moderate as you go through that area. People probably coming out of the West Pittsburgh type borough and merging on. And the same at Martha Street. So that gives you an idea there. Now, as you go up to 376, and let's take a look at the 422 interchange at 376. Their traffic picks up, especially northbound heading up to Interstate 80. Give yourself some time with the rain. The I-376 interchange, heavy going towards Pittsburgh. And as you look, and they don't have State Street on here, and the turnpike is temporarily unavailable, those are always the images that we look at there on the southwest corner of what's going on. I-79, and we'll go to this north and southbound at the 422 interchange. Moderate. Give yourself some more time. You're going to encounter rain probably around Zillionople, so that will be an issue. Let's look to our north and west as we take a look at 376 and I-80 up there. And here you go. I-80, 376. Now, it is picking up as our monitor, and I'm just not going to keep bringing these pictures at you. Heavy westbound, and that's always the case in the morning. Roads look pretty clear. It looks dry up there almost. So make sure that you be careful. The I-79, I-80 interchange at Grove City Road, moderate. So that's what's doing on the traffic. Now, this in from, there are 3 alerts. Okay, first on the PA Turnpike, ramp advisory, PA 43 at I-70, ramp from 43 south to I-70 west, closed because of road work. Road work will be in effect today until Thursday, October 15th at 7 p.m. Second advisory, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission is alerting motorists that cash and credit will not be accepted at any of the interchanges statewide beginning Monday, March 16th at 8 p.m. And the third, travelers on the PA Turnpike ramp advisory, and they gave us 43 again at I-70. There's road work. there, I-70 East and PA-43 South. So that gets you through some traffic. 55 degrees, wind chill 53, barometric pressure 29.95. And, well, folks, I don't know how you feel about this, but you should start to feel good. Joe Biden just announced that he's running for the Senate. I'm not making it up, folks. He came on, he said, and that's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate. Now, is it starting to sink in here? He doesn't know what office he's running for. He gets confused easily. He doesn't want to lay out any specifics. And, oh, by the way, he thinks that the President of the United States putting a nominee up for judge is unconstitutional. Yeah, isn't that novel? So, is it Ms. Harris that's going to do it? Now, let's speak about Ms. Harris and her constituents. They're kind of concerned about this gal that placed in nomination for the Supreme Court. Seems she represents everything that the left doesn't want. I don't know, maybe the left isn't a big Notre Dame fan. I can't tell you. But she's from Notre Dame, and boy, that really blows their mind. You know, and yesterday, it being St. Patrick's Day, I think that it's very important to mention this. If we're going to take down statues, should we not take down statues of indigenous Americans who attacked poor settlers on the Western Range? I'm just asking, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if we're going to give a litmus test, a religious test, to our Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, then shouldn't we give a litmus test to the Muslim lady that's the representative from Michigan or Minnesota? What are we doing, folks? Are we putting ourselves in a position where we're just unraveling everything that we've ever done before? Is common sense out the window? And you know there's a problem, because just moments ago, here comes Governor Tom Wolf, right on TV. He's concerned about people voting. What he's really concerned about, and if you've watched any of this on this station, he's concerned about Donald Trump winning. But when you have the other guy saying he's running for the Senate. Do you really want presidential material coming from this Harris lady? Now, my personal opinion, she doesn't even have the qualifications to become vice president. Kamala Harris is in a confused state that doesn't even know her correct nationality. And with that, Joe doesn't know how to get out of the room. Joe doesn't know what office he's running for. And he will become a puppet of the left. There seems to be no doubt in anybody's mind. Are you willing to give up your freedoms? That becomes the question. And how many of those freedoms are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up your religious freedom? Because it's only a short walk that says, well, maybe we should question the Ten Commandments. Maybe they should become the 10 suggestions by God. How about Governor Wolf? Ain't he the big one? The governor of Philadelphia condemned racism and hate speech. He condemned it. He just didn't condemn it for the Italians in South Philadelphia. The phone should have been ringing in Pittsburgh saying, Comrade de Blasio Peduto, what are you doing with the statue? 14 people? And that's what you're doing? You're a failure. What would have happened if it was done in Philadelphia? And I don't know. It questions everything we do. Because what about the movie Rocky? And all of the movies that followed it. 2, 3, 4. They started out boxing an Italian American and a black guy. They became friends and went up against the Russians. Apollo Creed didn't go out and get a fake dossier and say, I think he's colluding with the judges so that I get beat. Did he? Come on, America. Put on your big boy pants. Let's take a look at what's going on around us. And what about Abraham Lincoln? Yeah, I suppose that Abraham Lincoln had a lot of privileges. Reading by candlelight in cabins that were cold and didn't have any heat, not having any real family around them, walking miles and self-educating himself to become a lawyer. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a pretty easy job to me. So therefore, out there, out west, we should tear down his statue, and, of course, Teddy Roosevelt, too. Why not? It's only a matter of time. The Democratic Party is not condemning any of these actions. I say to my friends, some of them are fellow Democrats, unless you step up now and control the left, they're going to control you. Comrade Wolf, Governor of Philadelphia. Now, that was my open, and I had to do it because I can't even believe that we have a guy that thinks he's running for the Senate when he's really running for president. Crazy. Keeping with that same vein, you know, it is very important that we get out and vote. Voter registration, mail-in ballot deadlines are approaching. Votespa.com. Now, let's not forget that some of this unrest could come from Hillary Clinton, who told Joe Biden, don't concede. Now, if Joe Biden says he concedes his run for the Senate, does that mean the presidency? How mixed up is he going to be? Votespa.com. You can check your registration. The deadline to register to vote is the 19th, which is Monday next week. With that, the deadline to apply for a mail-in ballot is the 27th. All Pennsylvanians still have time to exercise their right to vote. You must be a citizen, a resident of Pennsylvania, and vote for at least 30 days before the election. Resident of Pennsylvania and the election district in which the individual wants to register and vote at least 30 days before the election. Well, this isn't 30 days before the election. More like 2 or 3 weeks, and you got to be 18 years of age. Just make sure that you follow all of the important steps on doing that. The Senate began their confirmation hearings. I urge you to contact Senator Tomey so that he casts a vote for Amy Coney Barrett. And Bob Casey, contact him. And if he says he can't vote for Amy, then ask him if he's pro-Constitution or anti-Constitution. And will Joe Biden be taking his seat in the U.S. Senate when Joe runs, because he's running right now. Sorry, folks, can't let it go. It's really sharp. Now, turning to COVID-19. I don't have it here, but the hospitalizations seem to be decreasing. We're testing more people. The number of positives, they said the other day, were 2,254. Now, the question becomes, quite literally, those people that are infected, how old or young are they, and are they contagious? After you get through that point, then you find out that the person's quarantined, they get back, and they're doing just fine. And they've built up an immunity to the virus. When you look at the numbers, the age group at the most risk are those over 65. You know, stop and think about it, folks. That's who's at risk. And Joe wants to shut down the whole country because of it. Wow. Let's go to sports. The Saints beat the Chargers 30-27 in overtime. It was Tampa Bay over Houston in the American League and Atlanta over the Dodgers in the National. Going to be pretty interesting. And let's go to the Cedars Sports Corner. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. And in a rare Tuesday night matchup, it's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans in the NFL. Now, as we jump over to Major League Baseball, ALCS, Tampa Bay taking on Houston, Atlanta taking on the Dodgers. Today's games, and that'll be interesting, setting us up for the World Series. Now, college football, and nothing doing today. However, as you look down the road, it seems as though the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are on a crash course to meet Clemson, and that's going to be interesting. Notre Dame moving up to number 4. and Clemson remaining at 1. Just looking for that time during the season where the Irish and the Clemson Tigers meet, and that will be in South Bend, where they play a little bit of football. So this was the Cedars Sports Corner report. Here's hoping you go over to Cedars, get some great food and great drink, and just enjoy the games. Have a great one, everybody. We're going to be back right after this time.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Jim Micco and Sons, 347 East Washington Street in Newcastle, can service a lot of your lawn equipment. It's jimmickoandsons.com, their website, and you can email them at jimmickoandsons@verizon.net. Their phone number, 724-652-6911. Proud sponsors of community television in Newcastle. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
Hey, welcome back. And something just occurring to me, and a question I have: do you believe, just asking a nonpartisan question here, is the governor of Philadelphia going to condemn the people that have a problem with the Catholic religion, Amy Coney Barrett, as she's nominee? Are they going to condemn those people, and is that racism? And does that mean that we've opened the war with everybody that's gone to a Catholic, Christian university? I welcome an answer on this. And for you folks thinking about the state election, remember our guy that took pictures with everybody, Chris Sonata? Should the statue of Christopher Columbus still be up or down? So if he took a picture with you on Columbus Day, or took a picture of the Knights of Columbus, where does he stand with the liberal left? All these questions have to start to come into play because, you know what? The liberal left is bringing them up. They refuse to look forward. They refuse to acknowledge the greatest country on the face of the earth with the best opportunities. Here's what it says on Amy, and I'm sorry, I'm real wound up on this. Judge Amy Coney Barrett's Senate confirmation hearings begin. Confirmation hearings are set to begin this morning. Just yesterday, the Nonpartisan American Bar Association gave Amy the highest rating of well qualified in a letter sent to the Senate Judiciary. Senate Democrats have called the American Bar Association the gold standard. They just don't like that she's Catholic. Judge Barrett's outstanding record makes her a perfect candidate. She graduated top in her class from Notre Dame Law School, clerked for the late Antonia Scalia. She has an extensive experience across private practice, academia, and public service, including 3 years on the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals. She has earned widespread bipartisan respect, such as when every full-time member of the Notre Dame Law School wrote in support of her in the Circuit Court in 2017. She taught at the law school since 2002. She's a mother of 7. Most important, as federal judge, she has already worked faithfully to uphold the Constitution as it was written. Judges are not policymakers, and they must be resolute in setting aside any policy views they might hold, said Judge Barrett upon accepting President Trump's nomination to the court. Now, Joe Biden, the guy running for Senate, he thinks that the president saying, hey, I nominate this person, that's stacking the court. For the past 18 years, Senator Pat Toomey has been your senator. He's now looking forward to ending in 2022. He says he needs some time to go home with his family and relax. Pat, all the best to you. I truly, truly mean that. And as we continue, remember LIHEAP has been extended, so don't go out in the cold. Now, it is 50 3 degrees. Looks like we lost a degree out there. 2 to be exact. Humidity 90%, winds from northwest at 7. Barometric pressure 29.95. Dew point 52. The visibility is 10. And the wind chill is 53. Now, let's take a look at Lawrence County 45 weather, and we'll be right back.
My name is Brittany. I have suffered with depression for 15 years.
My name is Sam, and I've been experiencing depression for over 12 years. This is the first place I will always recommend for somebody to come if they're suffering from depression or anxiety or any kind of problem like that.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't even need only car to score at Lindy's Lunch. Before the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
Welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. 49 and rain last night. And what is your Tuesday as you head back to work? Those of you lucky enough to have yesterday off. And here's what you're looking at. Clear skies on local radar. National scene, well, this rain here, intermittent, spotty, and a pain. And it will be with us, but not this day. So let's take a look at what we've got. Last night, 49 rain. And so your Tuesday, mostly cloudy, but mid-morning you're going to get some clearing, 67, typical October day. Tuesday night, mostly clear and 44. Wednesday, sunny and 69. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, 51. Your Thursday, mostly sunny and 69. Now, there's a 40% chance of rain. So as you move through the day, that chance of rain increases. And then you get to Thursday night. Mostly cloudy, 40. Chance of rain, 50%. Bobs you into your Friday. Partly sunny in the morning. After 2, here come the showers. 30% chance. Friday night, partly cloudy and 34. Saturday, mostly sunny, 53. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 35. Could have a frost. Friday night, Saturday night, you're real close to that frost type of thing. And then as you get to Sunday, partly sunny and 56. Not too shabby for this time of the year. We'll take it. And hey, looks all right. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather. And we're going to take this break here from these great people. We'll be right back. Boo! Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, except the first Saturday in October, it's a haunted car wash consisting of a $12 ultimate wash, candy, a haunted show. Shows consist of many aeronomic decorations, haunters, and a 5-minute movie right before you go into the car wash. So the cost, $20. Don't get out of your car for a spooky good time.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. Elham's for one great dining experience. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Well, folks,